This video has been so long overdue. Let's get right into it. My makeup's more like clean kind of skincare, kind of like skin-like makeup. It really doesn't change, maybe other than the fact that I will have some products that run out and I have to replace them. But other than that, we're good. So I already did my skin prep. I feel like I need to make a separate video about my skin prep because there's so many products and so much that goes into it, especially with my skin type. So I really want to do like a whole like video for my dry skin, sensitive skin girlies. I have been trying out new products, but I find that I always go back to these products. Whoever has been here for like a while has seen this specific product, the Maracuja Heart Tinted Moisturizer. The best tinted moisturizer I've ever tried. I've tried many of them. This is the best one. It gives me such a nice coverage. It doesn't pill or anything. It feels so good on my skin. It's hydrating, it's giving, and it's not very heavy. It's so good for my sensitive skin. Let's put this on. I'm in the shade 13B Fair. Love this. I've had this for almost like 2 years now and it's still full. Like, you seriously don't need that much. Summertime, I will go in with my Elephant Bronze Drops and I'll just put it like on my skin and I'll mix it like this when it's summertime. Just look at that coverage, and this is a tinted moisturizer. It looks so good. I only like putting my skin tint on this area. I don't put it on my forehead or anything. I just like covering the little bit of redness that I have on my cheeks. And then if I do have any excess products on my fingers, I'll kind of tap it around my nose. The Charlotte Tilbury concealer. I love this concealer. I didn't even know that there were sparkles in this concealer until like people were telling me and pointed it out. I have just been using it for the longest time now, and I only put a little bit. I don't put too much. Like, every time I take concealer, I go like this with the applicator to make sure not too much is going on my eyes so it doesn't become cakey. I let this sit here for a bit. I just blend with my fingers. Definitely love blending my makeup with my fingers. I feel like the heat from my finger allows for it to blend flawlessly, and I really like the porcelain skin kind of effect that it gives. I will blend and I'll bring like the concealer down here a bit and I'll just blend it up here. This is a little bit of a close-up. I go in with my DIY, not really DIY because I didn't make it, but like I bought this bottle and I put the gel in here. I use hair gel on my brows. They will last the entire day. I've used many hair gels, like so many. This is the only thing that keeps my brows in place and I don't lose any hairs or anything. Like, it's fine for the hair. I will insert a photo of the brand of gel that I use and I put it in here. You can get these little applicators for so cheap, for like $1. It was a struggle to put it in here, but like a little bit goes a long way, and this has lasted me for so many months. There's still so much product in here. The tip for this is that you want to go very lightly, because I feel like if you go harder than this, you're gonna get those white flakes that you don't want. So just go very light. I do this all the time and I still have full brows. Big bottle is only $7. You know how good of an investment that is? Your brows will freaking stick. Like, they will not move. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. I got such a nice fluffy brow like instantly. Beautiful. The Bare spoolie, and I'll just brush it out, shape it how I want to shape it, make it even more fluffy. I love a nice fluffy good brow. And if I'm in the mood for it, I'll go in with the Ann Joyce brow, like this micro blade. Look at this micro pen. It mimics hair strokes, so I'll go in the areas that are sparse. I go in very light so it really mimics a natural brow. Next, the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. I freaking love this for my dry skin because I really feel like I gotta prioritize more cream products than powder products. I was always using a powder bronzer, but like, no, this bronzer is so good. A lot of individuals seem to not be able to get like any pigment out of it. It's because you have to use a very dense brush. So I use this dense brush. It's a bronzer brush. And I go like this. I go ham. I've been using this for months and you can see like the damage, but like there's still so much product left. Like, don't be afraid to go into it. And then always I start from like the top. Will always work my way up, and look at the pigment. It looks so good. And I really try to focus on my cheekbones because I have very like high cheeks, and I just work it up. And I really like that like snatch look. And again, I'll just go in, swirl, and boom. You always want to make sure you bring it up, hey. Before, in the past, I used to go this way. Like, what was I thinking? Now I really bring her up. I put more on the apple of my cheeks because like my cheeks are red and I kind of want to cancel it out more. And then any excess product I have, I'll put on the sides of my nose. I'm not very technical when it comes to contouring. I just kind of go like this. I go like this, my jawline, and then my forehead. Love this bronzer. It just applies so effortlessly and it looks so nice and natural. For this next step, I do use a beauty blender. This is just one from Miniso. Going with the Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Hope. Really been enjoying this shade. This shade is honestly so beautiful. Work my way up. And I'll even like put some on my nose a little bit, kind of like go like that. And after that step, I do go in with the Do Our Backstage Rosy Glow. I go in with an angled brush. As you can see, I've used this brush so much for this blush. I pat it in, pat, 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 just so I can really get some of the pigment. I really like this blush because of how light it is. And then if I want it to like be more pink, I just add some more. I really recommend using an angled brush for your blush to really get that nice contoured look. I'll also kind of like put it under my eyes a bit to set my concealer, because I don't like using too much powder under my concealer, so I'll just use the excess powder from the blush to set my under eyes. Next, I go in with the Rare Beauty liquid highlighter in the shade Enlighten. I absolutely love this highlighter. It really mimics like you just finished your skincare and you have that like glow from it. I'll go with my beauty blender and I will blend it out. Like, look how blinding that is. And then it blends it so nicely. You know, like when you put your moisturizer on and your serums, it really looks like that. Just look how nice that looks. I love how that looks. And usually I do feel like it, but when I do feel like it, I will go in with the Do Our Backstage palette. And I always use this shade. This is in the shade Strobe Gold. I use that one. I like this one a lot. I'll go in with like a little brush like this. I'll use it. I'll put it at the tip of my nose. Sometimes I skip this step because I'm lazy, but I usually do it all the time. And then I'll put some under my brows. I'll even go like in the middle of my nose. Like, it just depends how I'm feeling that day. Going with like this bigger brush and I'll like pat it and I'll go over the Enlighten just to give myself more of a highlight, but I do not feel like doing that right now, but that is usually what I do. But it's when I'm feeling it, if that makes sense. And then I'll just get my beauty blender, blend in everything that I have applied on my face, especially because I used a powder blush. I want to make sure that it's fully blended, and the powder highlight as well. After all this, I go in with my favorite holy grail mascara, the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, my favorite mascara in the whole entire world. I really like the e.l.f. eyelash curler, so I'll just use this. And I will curl each lash so many times. Curl, curl, curl. Sometimes it scares me. I'll do a kind of close-up. I get it out, and then I always, for my mascara, I always start at the end and upwards motions, and I'll even like blink and then blink and blink. And I always focus on my inner corners because I feel like the inner corner lashes just don't stay up a lot of the times, and I won't dip the brush for more product. I go to the next lash because I feel like this just carries so much product that's not necessary, and if you do dip in for more, it will turn out like really cakey. I recommend just going to the next lash right away. Just don't dip it. Don't be afraid to make a mess. I am like the queen of making a mess with my lashes because I don't really wear eyeshadow often. If I do wear eyeshadow, it's like usually just a bronzer, just slip it on. Garnier micellar water was like your lifesaver in these situations where you're like this. I like making a mess on my eyelids because I just feel like I can't achieve my lashes if I don't make a mess. I'm guilty. So I just go like this with the Q-tip, and then I will just clean it up. Then I go with the dry end and just soak up any of the excess micellar water that was there. Easy as that. And voila. Long, nice, natural looking lashes. Obviously, I will go in with my Fix Plus spray and set it all down, but I do not want to waste that right now. So just imagine me spraying this. Yeah, like, you know, all set, the makeup's all laid down. Let me take my hair out now. This is the look. This is what I do every single day when I feel like doing my makeup and going out and about and looking pretty and cute. I feel like you have to like get comfortable with your face, do it many times, fail at it, excel at it, like, you know, because I used to do my makeup where it would go like this, and I thought that looked good. and it doesn't. It looks better if I bring it up because I learned my face, I got comfortable with my face, so I know my features more, and it's so important to get comfortable with your features, and makeup is dropping everywhere. I will do a whole separate video of the skin prep of how to get that flawless base. This base is looking pretty flawless. Let me bring it close up, like, yup. And like no foundation either, it's tinted moisturizer, like, yup. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching my everyday makeup routine. I will see you guys next time. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications to be notified as to when I post next time. All the products I have mentioned will be down in the description below, just in case if you do want to grab them. This video is not sponsored at all. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.